Hey everyone, thank you for your willingness to help out with our stream at worship. We know that when we return to in-person gatherings for worship, that not everyone is going to be able to participate or will feel comfortable to participate, and so we want to make sure that we can continue to offer worship to anyone who can't be here on a Sunday morning. And so, thank you for helping to make that happen for our members here at Mount Cross. And so what this video is going to do is kind of walk you through the basic steps of how to, one, start the stream, how to navigate worship as we go through worship, following along, bringing up songs or words that need to be spoken or sung by those who are at home, and then also how to eventually stop the stream when worship is over. And so I want to begin with, you show up to church, what will you expect to find at the camera station with the computer? And so what you're going to find is you're going to find two things. One is this software that I have open right now, which is called OBS. This is the software that will, initially start off the stream, and it's also the software we use to navigate through worship as well. The other pieces you're going to find is this website, OneStream Live. It is the software that manages the stream, that puts it out to Facebook, to our website, and to YouTube as well. And so when you show up to worship any particular Sunday, you're going to find these two programs already open. We want to begin with OneStream as to what that will entail for you to start the stream. As you can see on this page, right here, this is a preview of the stream. And right now it says stream's not yet up because we're not streaming. You'll know right here is an important part for you to know, incoming video signal. So when the stream isn't connected from the computer to OneStream, it'll say no video received. When we connect it, it will say receiving video signal, and this bar will become green. You won't have to worry about the RTMP stream details. That stuff will be inputted already before worship, so you don't have to worry about this section. But then down here is the other important section. This is the one that says multicasting. Well, that is how we connect the stream from the computer at church to our Facebook page, as you can see, to our YouTube channel, and to our website, which is for Vimeo. So when you show up, this page will be open and no signal will be received just yet. The other program, as I said, is OBS, and this is the software that initializes the stream for us, and also that we will navigate through worship following along in the bulletin to bring up songs, prayers, and such. So you've come to church, you've sat down at the station, and it's time to begin the stream. The first thing you'll do is you're going to click this button here that says Start Streaming. And so when you click that, and you go back to OneStream, you'll see that this has changed. Now it says Analyzing Incoming Stream. So it's getting that signal set up. And when it's completed that, right there, as you see, boom, right now it's green, which means the signal is connected, that the stream is up and ready to be connected to our other platforms. And so when we have this signal set, it's green, and we're ready to begin the stream, then we have to connect it to our platforms. I'm not going to connect it to Facebook and YouTube because I don't want people to think that I'm live right now and hop on there, but I'm going to connect it to, just so you can see what it looks like, to our website, because that won't make a big difference. And so it's time to start, time to connect to the platforms. You click on the buttons next to them, boom, boom, boom. For instance, I'm clicking on Vimeo, and you'll see that it's cycling and trying to make that connection. And once it does, it says, boom, live, right? And this button is now green. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it from that here, just so that it doesn't stay up for a long period of time. But now that it's connected, it's live, it's showing on our website. Once we've connected to our platforms, I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to stop it, yes. Once we've connected to the platforms and worship is ready to go, you'll go back into OBS, into our church, our worship software, essentially. And so what you'll see when you come to the OBS software is likely this. This is the camera that we have currently here in the sanctuary to do worship. And this is the main, probably, frame that you'll see throughout worship, depending on what's happening. And so, as we begin worship, this is what we will see. Now, during worship, we have confessions, or we might have a song to sing. And people here in the sanctuary, they'll have bulletins, they'll have hymnals to find those references. At home, they won't have that, so to speak. And so like we have with recording worship, where we put up the hymns, we will continue to do that in the live stream, and it's really easily done. And so I'm going to put on this, the video display capture. In this software, in this section over here, you see where it's titled Scenes. Now, that is where all of the materials for worship will be found. So if there's a slide with a confession, so let's say it's time for, I'm up here at the lectern, and I say, please join us in the call to worship. Well, you would navigate over here, find where it says confession or forgiveness, call to worship, and you would activate it by clicking on it. And that would bring up the call to worship. We would go through that. When we're finished with it, you would go back to activating the camera main, okay? And so we would do this kind of repeatedly. It's time for the gathering hymn. We bring it up, we sing it, it's over, and we go back to the main camera. And so that's what we would do kind of over and over and over with all the particular aspects of worship that are happening, a hymn of the day, communion time with the Holy Holy. Each one of them would have a slide. And so essentially what you would need to be doing is following along. And every time that we needed to do something like the gospel acclamation, you would lift that slide up, let it stay active throughout that usage, and then switch back to the main camera. So let's say worship is over. We've come to the end. We're going to put up this post-worship image, and everyone's going to see that at home. But now it's time to stop the stream. And so the first thing you do in stopping the stream is you would come here. Now, if we had all of these activated, there would be a little red button right here that would say Stop All Streams. At the end of worship, with the postlude finished, you would click that red button. And what would happen would be that you would get some notifications up here that say the stream has stopped. When you've received notifications that the streams have stopped on Facebook, on YouTube, on Vimeo, then you go back into OBS and you click Stop Streaming. And that will officially stop the stream for all of worship. And as you see, as I come back to one stream, it says stream is stopping, and eventually it'll say no signal received, which means that the stream is completely over. And when the stream is completely over, well, your work is done. Right? Worship is done. You can simply close out of the programs, and that's it. And so that's how we will manage the stream. That's how the stream happens for worship on Sunday. And I want you to watch through this tutorial so that you can have a sense as we come to train and you come to learn how to do it in person, get your hands on the computer, that you have an understanding of how and where you need to be to navigate that. So thank you once again for your willingness to serve in this way and to help worship happen for all the members here at Mount Cross. Thank you, and God bless.